Good afternoon, everybody. I come to you through the smoke. We're out here today at Barber Park. We decided we wanted to be under a little bit of shelter since the skies are a little gray, but we still wanted to be able to cook over the campfire with you guys today. So my name is Jennifer Hanson. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator with Greensboro Parks and Recreation. Really glad to have you joining us today here at Barber Park. Melody is behind the camera getting choked by all the smoke.
I am.
It's one of the hazards of campfires, but they're super fun. So thank you guys for joining us. Just a couple quick reminders while we're waiting for people to join us. It is time for the U.S. Census, and we want to be sure that everyone takes a moment to take that and get counted. If you have questions, go to our website at greensboro-nc.gov/census. It tells you where you can take the census, how you can take the census, who can take the census, who to count within your household and your family. So be sure you go there, take a look at that, and then take the census. Took me about 5 minutes. How long did it take y'all?
5 minutes. Yeah.
About 5 minutes?
And I got 2 kids to put in there.
Yeah. So we have people here with kids. It took them about 5 minutes, and I don't have any. It took me probably 4 then. But we really want to be sure that everyone gets counted. It really has a lot of benefit for us as a community and us as a nation. So be sure you go out there and you do that. Also, the Great Greensboro Camp-In is Saturday. We're really excited. All of our Facebook Lives this week have been with a theme around our camp-in. So today we are going to be cooking, which we're really excited about. This is like my motivation for the day, is this super yummy food that we are about to cook. Tomorrow we're actually going to be telling stories, we're going to be singing songs, and we're going to be learning about some astronomy that you can look at on Saturday night. So be sure you join us tomorrow at 1. And then Saturday at 6:30 is the camp-in. We really want to be sure that you take pictures of your tent and you and your family having a good time, or your fort, whatever it is you decide to do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got our fire over here. So as we mentioned yesterday, we are on a burn ban, so you've got to be sure that you do your fire in some type of container. So we've got ours in a fire pit here. So just be sure you do that. And we're going to turn it over. We're going to come over here to Shelly.
Hi! Alright, so today we have prepared 3 foil packets that we'll share, and really they all have basically the same ingredients. We started with some potatoes, we put in some bell pepper of different colors to just add a little bit of color, some onions, and Jennifer wanted some spinach in hers. And Melody's going to add some spinach later on after hers is cooked, and that's fine. So we also wanted to add a little bit of herbs and some seasoning. So there's a lot of different ways that you can season yours. We're just seasoning ours today with some delicious Old Bay, because our protein today
Can't go wrong.
is going to be fish. And so when we add our fish on, we'll season a little bit more for the fish.
Mm-hmm.
You also need a kind of a fat to hold your, to keep your stuff from sticking. And so our fat today is going to be butter. And so I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons of butter in each of our silver turtles. So they go by a lot of different names, sometimes hobo meals, sometimes silver turtles, so just kind of whatever you feel like you want to call it.
It's going to fall. I was going to catch the butter, everyone. Don't panic.
Save the butter!
But yeah, so we are going to fold these up here in just a minute, and you have the fish. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, do you want to use my gloved hands?
Yes, please. And
we got our
Dakota
fish.
said yummy.
Yeah.
What kind of fish are we using today?
This is crappie,
Okay.
or as the natives here call it, crappie. I don't really understand why it's called that.
We got some ice. I'm
but,
going to toss this to the side. Hold on.
Woohoo!
I'm from the deep south in Mississippi, and we call it crappie. So Jennifer is going to help us add this to our.
We got a little bit of ice. Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
And we're going to go ahead. We got some fresh herbs that Melody brought in for us today. Some parsley and some rosemary.
That's good.
So just put probably two fillets in each, maybe.
Tell, like,
It'll be, don't
Is
worry
that
about
good?
it. That's fine.
Be
that?
perfect.
Okay. I like that. Looks
Man,
good.
look at how lovely this looks. This looks so pretty.
Yeah, super
Wow, looks so
colorful.
good to me.
Those look really good.
All right. So we got some fish on, so we'll go back and sprinkle a little bit more Old Bay.
There we go. We'll come around here with the fish. There we go. Finish that off. Yummy.
I like a generous portion of Old Bay. It's nice. If you don't do Old Bay, that's fine. Just at the very least, please at least do some salt and pepper.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fold these up, and I'm gonna pass Jennifer's off to her so she can take care of doing hers.
Okay, I'm gonna
And then Kristen's gonna help us
Okay.
with one.
you?
And
take my fish gloves off.
so what we're gonna do, we're gonna just fold it over. And the goal is to make sure that nothing's gonna leak out. So if we need to pull some things more to the center, that's fine. But we just wanna make sure that it's really good and sealed. So we're just sealing it all around and mash it down really good. And now maybe you can see why it's sometimes called a silver turtle.
Yes.
So cute little meals to go. No mess too, because you don't have to
Yep.
use a bowl
Nothing to
or-
wash.
or a plate.
Yep.
Yeah.
They smashed it.
Yeah,
You just
sort of
gotta shape
smashed
it.
So you don't want to put it directly in the flame. So we're just gonna stick ours on the side right here.
Like that.
Yeah. And we'll just let it get cooked by the heat. So any other proteins that you use are fine. You just want to make sure that your meats are thinly sliced, or ground meats work really well. And these are some different flavor combinations. If you like American flavors, you can put some barbecue sauce in. Asian flavors.
It's not
Melody's
focusing
really
on
into-
it. I'm trying.
Yeah, Asian flavors, just use some teriyaki or some soy sauce, things like that. Indian flavors, tandoori and coconut and beans, Latin flavors, things like that. You just go with whatever flavor you're feeling, and you can add that in and just make it what you want. And you can really do so much with these. And so if you wanted to do it in the oven, you just stick it in the oven on about 350 for
That
about
got me.
30 minutes.
Sorry.
And you can do it on the oven like that, or you can do it on the grill on medium high and just flip it about every 6 minutes.
Dakota wanted to know what the yellow stuff was. She missed that.
Bell pepper. Yep.
All right.
And we'll pass it off to Kristen now, and she's
We're gonna
gonna
leave
teach
this
you
cooking.
how to do your
Trail
trail.
mix! Yay!
Okay, I'm gonna come over here. How about that?
Sometimes you may hear it called GORP too,
Yeah.
which stands for Good Old Raisins and Peanuts.
Oh.
So-
Well, I didn't know that's what it meant.
I never knew that either.
Yeah, so I know some people who backpack a lot, or if you go to camp, the counselors are going to say, make sure you grab your GORP for the day, or something like that. And trail mix kind of got its name because it's mostly carried on the trail while you're hiking or backpacking. It's a quick little snack, and it gives you a boost of energy so you can keep hiking the rest of the day. But for trail mix, you can really use anything. The most common trail mix that you'll see is peanuts, pretzels, granola, and you add in some chocolate. But you can make it as healthy or unhealthy as you want. I
do a
like
little both.
Yeah, I like to stick in the middle, ride that line a little bit. Don't have a problem with it. So we're gonna grab a bag.
There you go.
And I'm going to start our base off with some peanuts. And I got all of this just from the grocery store. We're going to add a little bit of pretzels.
Can never go
Josh
wrong.
said, please don't forget to flip your foil packs. Don't worry, she's over there with tongs.
Yep. Shelley's on the foil pack.
Some yummy blueberry covered pretzels.
I've had just plain yogurt. I've never had blueberry
Yeah.
covered. That's exciting. very
I found
excited.
at a baby shower.
Some dried cranberries. Here's where the healthiness comes in. Yep.
And there's all sorts of dried fruit out there. They have
Yes, there
dried
is.
pineapple and cherries and you've got
Apricots.
raisins, apricots, plums, or plums and apricots. No. I had a moment of not knowing food just then. I apologize. But you know, there are all sorts of dried fruits out there that are really super yummy. And then as far as nuts go, if you aren't a peanut fan, I mean, I'm a huge peanut fan, but if you're not, you can put pecans or walnuts.
Granola. Make your base
granola?
granola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
hate peanuts.
you
Really?
hate peanuts? Oh no. And then we're gonna finish off. I got peanut butter M&Ms.
Ooh.
We're gonna add some of those.
If you can do
Not
peanut butter,
more.
it's
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah.
protein.
Yep.
Full of
There you go.
M&Ms.
And I'm gonna close it shut, and we can just shake it around to even out all the snacks we have inside there, inside of our gorp. Oh yeah. And now we're ready to go hiking,
We are.
or sit by your campfire
Yeah.
and snack for a while.
There you
Yeah.
go.
This is a great thing to do while you're telling stories,
Right.
to snack on,
Yep.
while you're singing some songs together.
Fun to have in your pillow fort or blanket fort.
Absolutely.
We were talking about snacks the other day.
Yeah,
so
this is a great one. Absolutely.
Keep it in your fort for a midnight snack.
Yeah. Everyone needs a midnight snack. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I mean, maybe ask your parents first, but if you're an adult, you can have a midnight snack whenever you want. Awesome. Well, that was cool. So the next thing we're gonna do we want to check back in? Nope, I
Nope,
told not to
they're
check back
still-
in
So
yet.
thank you, Josh, for your comment. We did flip the silver turtle. So we'll pass it back to Jennifer.
Throw it back over here.
All right, so the last thing we're going to show you how to do is my favorite thing.
Who can
is-
guess? Who can guess?
Who can guess? Who can tell us what we're doing with these amazing things? I might have already eaten one of these.
Perhaps.
So we are making s'mores, which we're really excited
Woo!
about. I have these metal skewers in my house that I use for like kebabs and s'mores. But I have these at my house, so I just picked up the metal skewers and brought them with me today. Ooh, I just got smoke in my eyes, y'all. Hold on.
That is a song from the 50s.
It is.
So gets in your.
Yeah. You can also use a stick that you have found. So if you go out in your backyard when you guys are setting up for your camp-in on Saturday, just grab some sticks from the backyard, and you can just pop your marshmallow right on there. They also have little wooden skewers that you can put your marshmallows on. Usually with those, I recommend that you get them a little wet first, because they will catch on fire. And we don't want that. So be sure that you just soak those in a little bit of water. That way they get a little wet. But for today's purposes, we're either going to use a stick or we're going to use a metal skewer. I have enough for all four of us here today, so be excited. So for a s'more, you need three things. You need graham crackers. That makes it's like your little cookie on the outside. Good old Hershey's chocolate, just some plain old Hershey bars. I bought a big pack since I knew there was several of us having s'mores today. And then marshmallows. So let's do preset on ours. We're gonna preset. So what we'll do, we can use this paper towel. Actually, there's plates in there, but we just use this paper towel.
Okay.
So actually this one already broke for us, so that worked out. So normally our graham crackers are gonna come like this, and you're just gonna break it down the middle, unless you want a really big one. And you do you. If you want a big s'more, you have a big s'more.
You deserve it.
Right, you know? And then this one was already broken for us, so we've got them there. Conveniently, when Hershey's break in half, pretty much the same size as that graham cracker right there. So you just set it on there,
Da-da-da.
and that is preset and ready to go. So then what we're gonna do, how many marshmallows do you want?
Oh, I'll do one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shelly, you wanna roast some marshmallows?
Two.
She wants to.
And I'll
Melody,
show
how-
the traditional stick
Oh,
style.
nice, okay. Melody, we'll roast them for you.
Okay.
Since you're behind the camera.
Good job. Dakota got the s'mores before.
I'm gonna
She
break
guessed
that. I'm
the
gonna have to
s'mores.
let you do that. It's sort of okay. I was like, I'm gonna break your stick. The sticks obviously are a little more flimsy, and that's okay. But you just have to be a little more careful when you put it on. Sometimes that might happen.
My stick did just break in my marshmallow.
Now everyone has a different way they like their marshmallow. I'm the person that likes to light my marshmallow on fire,
Nope.
let it burn, and then I'm ready to go.
She
Some
likes
people
some
like theirs
flambe.
lightly, slowly. That's how Melody says how we're going to do hers. Looks like how Kristen likes to do hers.
I like mine
Indirect
lightly
heat.
brown.
So I start with, a little bit of indirect heat, but then I'm going to light it on fire here in a minute. It's just my way of doing it. So if you don't have a fire, it's okay. You can still make s'mores. We'll move out of the way while we're adding some more wood to the fire. So if you don't, like we said, if you don't have a fire, that's okay. You don't have to have a fire to be able to make s'mores. You can use a cookie tray, lay your graham cracker bottom and your chocolate on there, and put your marshmallow on top, and put it into the oven, probably 350 for a little bit, and let that heat up until your marshmallow and chocolate start to get melty, or whatever consistency you like with that. Then, if you want to do it in the microwave, you can. So you can do the same thing. Set your graham cracker out, put your chocolate on it, and set your marshmallow on top, and you're going to be able to roast your marshmallows that way. I'm going to sit down right here. There we go. The cool thing about doing it in the microwave, does anyone know what happens to a marshmallow when you do it in the microwave?
It expands.
Oh my god, y'all. This little marshmallow right here will get like this big.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. It's super fun. It's kind of a cool thing just to do as a little experiment with your parents. Or if you're an adult like me and just want to do that for yourself, that's cool too. Again, today, the Great Camp-In is all about doing you. And, doing you how you do you. There's nothing wrong with, we all have our own unique way of doing it, and that's what matters.
Josue says, too much sugar for me, thanks, I'll pass.
Yep, you don't want a s'more, you don't have to make a s'more. That's the great thing about campfires, is you can do it how you want to do it. Ooh, that is
It's
warm.
getting nice and warm. Wasn't that supposed to go in your s'more there, Shelly?
Roasted marshmallow first, backup one for the s'more.
Okay.
So this is what I like to do. I like to light mine on fire and let it get nice and dark. And then just blow it out.
It's not, it's still burning
to
a little.
never wave a on fire marshmallow.
That's a
To
great-
never wave
Nope.
an on fire
Great
marshmallow.
You blow, you do not wave.
Yes.
Because waving is sharing and you don't.
All right, I'm gonna go stick my marshmallow on,
Okay.
on a preset.
I'm gonna light
Another preset.
I can make one. Oh yeah, that was
Is that
melting.
good?
Good. Yeah. Here, I'll make another preset.
Okay.
A couple more.
So if you use the stick method, try to use a green stick, which means it's not just going to immediately snap. So it's one that's a little more freshly fallen. And you can just put it in the fire before you put your marshmallow on, which is what I did today to just kind of sanitize it a little bit. And makes it a great method.
And you got to be careful because sometimes they do want to fall
They
off. This
slide.
one was going because when they get melted, they start to slide.
Yeah. And so I like to do the no sticky fingers on my s'more. So I put mine down and then
Save that
just
for
use
eating.
my graham cracker to just slide it off of the stick. And that works pretty well most of the time.
I do the smush and pull method.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you have to eat the little bit that's left.
Well, Dakota says, I like them burnt. I pull out off the outside, and it's so good. And then the inside's creamy.
Oh,
Yummy.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how I let mine, Dakota.
If you have a friend from another country, a lot of times they've never had s'mores in other countries, and so ask your friends if they have, and then if they haven't, introduce them to a s'more.
All right, so we're gonna take a bite. It's gonna be messy. That's why we have paper towels here. All right, you ready? I'm going in.
I love s'mores.
So good. Y'all, s'mores are the best. If you want, you can also get your chocolate a little melty in the microwave. And then your chocolate sort of oozes too. Just a matter of what you like.
Another good way is to put your chocolate on your graham cracker and kind of sit it close to the fire so it can kind of get a little warmer that way.
Y'all, look at this stuff right here. All right, so do we want to check on our foil packs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not finished my s'more.
We have our priorities. We're finishing our s'mores. I hope y'all understand. And while she's doing that, I'm going to show, if you don't know how to take gloves off, this is really important, as a lot of us are starting to wear gloves now, you know, when people are in public, and you want to be sure you're taking them off the right way. So, with 2 fingers, you're just going to pull this glove and roll it inside out. You're going to ball it up into this hand. So now you've got it in the middle of your hand here. You're going to put your fingers under there, and you're going to roll this glove inside out. And now you have 2 gloves, and you're not touching the outside part. That's your little life lesson for today.
Very well taught.
Thank you.
All right, let's check it.
We're all like, we're all leaning in.
We'll see. Okay. Our fish has a little bit more to cook, but you can see how some things are starting to get a little softer. Our butter's nice and melted everywhere. Our potatoes look like they're getting a lot softer, so we'll keep it cooking for a little while. But now you have an idea of how to make a silver turtle.
So again, these are just a few ideas of things that you can do. Shelly shared some really great ideas on different flavor combinations. So if you don't enjoy fish, that's okay. Or if you want to try something different, she has some really great flavor combinations. So you can just watch the video, fast forward to that point, and maybe take a screenshot if you want, and you can see that. But this is a really just fun way to not necessarily cook in the kitchen like you normally do, to get outside and do something a little different. As Shelly mentioned, if you're not doing a campfire on Saturday, that's fine. You can cook it on the grill, or you can cook it in your oven. Either way. So there's a lot of different options. Also, we had a really great trail mix. Remember with that as well, be creative. You know, pick your favorite things that you want to go into that trail mix. So that's really what it's all about, is just taking the time to enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, have a good time, and make some memories. And there's nothing wrong with having a snack while you're doing it. And then no good camp out or campfire is complete without a s'more, which is my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. So it's just not complete without it. So you can do those over the fire, you can do them in the oven, or you can do them in the microwave. You can also do them over the grill if you want. If you have a grill, you can turn that up and you just heat it up. So there's a bunch of different ways. Be creative. We can't wait to see on Saturday how you cook your meal for your Great Camp-In. We're really excited to see your pictures and videos that you guys want to share with us. Don't forget, we're going to be doing a contest for the top 5 campsites and camp pictures that you guys send us. So be sure to be really creative and send those to us. We're really excited about it, and we're looking forward to making memories with you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Ooh, I just got right in the flames again, y'all. The smoke does, it gets you a little bit. Excuse my eyes now. But tomorrow at 1 p.m. we're going to be sharing campfire stories, songs, and then we're also going to be telling you some cool things that you can see up in the night sky on Saturday. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow at 1.
Bye.